Well, I am live. Now I just need somebody to talk to. So I'm going to sit back, smile, and wait for the beautiful people. And speaking of the beautiful people, Ashley. Hello, darling. How are you, hon? Molly and Joanne, hey. Well, I got you and Ashley. We can talk, right? Because we can talk. No, you're not. Hey, Brian, how are you, sweetheart? And Emmy's here. Hi, darling. Kelly. Oh, hello, Cher. I love you more. You beautiful thing. Right? And good golly, Miss Molly's here. Like you've never heard that one before, right, Molly? Tessie, hi, sis. How are you? How was your day, honey? All my girls. Whatever. My eyes are just fine, Missy. All of my girls are beautiful inside and out. Brian, hi, darling. How are you? Hey, Elizabeth. How are you doing, sweetie? Welcome. Everybody's saying hello. I bet, Molly. You should try having a name like Dawn. Okay. My ex, oh my goodness. You got dirty dishes? Dawn will do them. Oh, look, it just dawned on me. Or my personal favorite, he got to wake up at the crack of dawn every day. Seriously, I can relate, Molly. Oh, my beautiful Allie is here, and there's JD. Hi, guys. Love y'all. Hey, Pickers. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while, hon. How you doing? Anybody wants to come up and hang out, y'all just say the word. I'll send you a link. So, what's everybody up to today? I know, Ash. I'm so blessed. I have the best subs. I really do. It's an awesome community and everything. Heidi, hi, sweetie. Organizing the freezer. That sounds fun. But how are you going to know what you got if you don't do that once in a while, right? Good, Pickers. I'm glad. Stella! Howdy, honey. Well, JD and Brian, y'all are just surrounded by all these beautiful women. You sure you can handle it? I know y'all are tough. So make sure. So anybody got plans for tonight other than sitting here chatting with me? How are you, Stella? You doing all right, sweetheart? Dylan, hi. Welcome, sweetie. It's good to see you. Actually, I think I'm going to say this once, you guys. Didn't work. It didn't happen. And I really don't want to talk about it. And I'm just going to ask y'all to respect that, okay? I really don't want to talk about it. But thank you for asking, Brian. I know you guys love me and I appreciate it, but I don't want to talk about it, okay? Hi, cutie. And Steve. Hi, darling. How are you, Steve? I know, right? It's like late for you, honey. And I so appreciate you staying up late, Ashley, to be here. It's all right, Brian. You didn't know, and it's a natural question, and I love you too, sweetie. Doing housework and relaxing. Well, I didn't do much. My infusion is this Friday, and for those of you that have been with me for a while and been on my streams, you guys know how much pain I get in the week of. So I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm just kind of taking it easy, and I'm hurting everywhere, and it's all right though. I'm doing well though. I really am. I mean, I'm sore. I've got my muscles and my joints are flaring big time, but a couple more days to the infusion and I will be good as new. So I'm blessed. I have friends and family that love me and support me, and I'm blessed. So I'm good. So what's up with you, Miss Pie Cutie? Oh, that's my mom. Oh, excuse me, 2 seconds. Moms, you kind of got to answer. They tend to get ippy when you don't answer them. Okay, sorry. Mom was just asking about the infusion, as a matter of fact. Brian, I have rheumatoid arthritis and finishing out the college semester. That's awesome, Pie Cutie. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and every 8 weeks I get an infusion. It's called Remicade is the name of the medication. It's an IV. It takes about 3.5 to 4 hours. Knocks me flat on my butt for a couple of days, but they get the infusion Friday morning. By Friday evening, I'll be able to move around a bit. And by Saturday, I'll be pain free for another 7, 8 weeks. And, it's just, but right now, there's a lot of swelling. If you can tell them, like this shoulder is kind of flat and long like it should be. And this one's kind of puffy. That's because this joint is flared. My hands, if you can tell, are starting to get real puffy. And my knees, my elbows, it's a lot of pain. It's pretty painful. But it is what it is. I just do the best I can. I get through it. And there's about every 8 weeks or so, I have a week when I just hurt. But I keep going and I put a smile on my face and I get through it because it could be worse. Fabulous teas. The latest one that I'm absolutely, there are 2 of them, Heidi, that I am just in love with. And hang on just a second, Kelly, I'll answer you, sweetheart. Just a second. Let me answer Heidi. I went to Kroger, actually, and they have a private selection brand, and they have a loose tea that's cranberry and orange something or other, which was to die for. And then they have the regular in the bags. They have an orange spice. Both of them are really, really good. I really enjoy them. And she's still struggling with the memory loss. Well, that bugs. Now I know, Ashley, I can relate. Just bites when your body attacks itself, and that's basically what rheumatoid arthritis is. It just, my body is attacking healthy cells in my joints as if they were foreign. So they slow down my memory, or they slow down my immune system. Every Saturday, I take 8 little pills. They're tiny, but I take 8 of them every Saturday. It's called methotrexate. And then that controls it pretty much. But then the last week before infusions, and the other day, I don't know, stress can bring it on. It's been, the last few days have been extremely stressful. It can flare it up. And then I had to do some stuff at work that was very physical and filing boxes and holders. And the combination of it just caused a big flare. But it's okay. I'll deal. I know. I love tea. I love all kinds of tea. Oh, I know. You cannot go wrong. I have amazing people in here, Emmy, and Ashley and Joanne and Tessie, they're phenomenal. All of my people are. How long will this go on? Well, There's no cure for it. Um, Dylan, there's no cure. It's a lifetime thing. I'm gonna have to deal with this for the rest of my life. They're extremely expensive. I am so grateful for insurance. I could not do this without insurance. To give you an idea, I get one every 8 weeks, and just the infusion itself, it's $15,000. Yes, $15,000. But to show you how much pharmaceutical companies mark their stuff up, and I'm not saying anything about them in this particular, just in general, my insurance pays all but 10%. Okay. So that still leaves me $1,500 every 8 weeks. Well, Janssen, who is the manufacturer of this particular medication, has a program whereby if you have private insurance to cover a portion of it, they waive a portion of it up to $20,000 a year. So it ends up costing me out of pocket about $25 to $30 every 8 weeks. And that includes my doctor bill. So I'm very blessed to have that, but it's one of those things that I'm probably going to be working until I'm 75 just because I need to keep my insurance, but it's cool. It is what it is. There are people that have it so much worse than I do that deal with so much more debilitating stuff, and it's okay. It's not always pleasant. It's not always fun, but it's a fact of life. So I just deal with it. And then, I try to focus on all the positives of it. I don't need a cure for smarts and beauty. Oh, freaky, you're a doll. I just love you, honey. Well, there you go. Lee's important. I don't blame you because I just love Lee. And welcome, Bubba. How are you? I said, anybody wants to come up here and hang out with me, y'all let me know. I'll send you a link. Hazel, how are you? Hazelnut Channel. How are you, darling? Sent that card to just me. Just me said it was supposed to go to Matt. Well, I imagine Matt will eventually get it. I'm sure she'll get it to him. So, Bubba, how is my sister-in-law? She doing all right? You make sure to give her a great big hug and kiss for me. So what else is new in my world? Nothing. I work too much. But, whatever. It is what it is. Uh-oh. Be careful. Y'all better lock your cats up. Y'all know how my Bubba loves his chicken. Chinese chicken. So how much more school left you got? A couple more weeks, huh, Pi? If you're in your last semester. There's my JD. I just love eating. Me too. I had a couple slices, small slices of pizza, but pretty much all I ate today. Aw. Well, when she gets back, you tell her I said she was beautiful to start with, and now she's even more gorgeous, and I don't even need to see her to know that. Oh, Kel, I know. I wish I did too, because I would do it in a heartbeat. I would absolutely love to be there for that. Subway Eat Fresh. I don't know. Pizza was pretty good. I am a junk food junkie, although I don't allow myself to eat it all the time. But I try to squeeze in some healthier stuff in between my snacks. Let me send a link to Susan. She needs a link. So y'all give me 2 seconds. I mean, y'all keep talking, but just excuse me for a second while I'm not looking at you, okay? I'm just going to go pull a link for her. My channel. So she can come join us. Okay. Just gonna go. Oops. Share. Susan. Okay, sorry, y'all. The next food challenge. I'm going to be making the bread tomorrow night or Thursday. I'm not sure. Susan's is done and Mox is done. I have their pictures. I've got to do mine before Friday because when I do the infusions, they really make me very weak. I sleep for almost 2 straight days. I get up long enough to go to the bathroom and grab a quick bite, and then I go back to sleep. I have very little energy. It just zaps me. So tomorrow night or Thursday, I will do the bread. I'll make the bread, and then I'm going to have the video set to release Sunday morning. I'm just going to put it on a timer if that makes sense to y'all, and let it release when it's time, so that I don't have to worry about trying to wake up early to get it for you guys. Yeah, I snuck into Ashley's live because the boss wasn't quite looking, although he was looking. So I waited for him to go to the restroom, and I snuck in there, and I logged on, and I said, hi, I can't stay. I love you, but I'm leaving it running. And I muted it and turned it upside down so I could just say I was there. Even though I couldn't watch, I was there, Ash. No, that's going to be as soon as I get done here. I said I came home from work, and traffic was horrible. There was a wreck on the freeway, right? And the right 2 lanes are blocked. So everybody's moving to the left 2 lanes to get around them, right? Well, maybe not even a quarter mile up, there's a wreck in the backup in the left 2 lanes. So everybody has to go get around. So now all the traffic has to go here, over 2 lanes, and then fight back over 2 lanes again. Oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. It took me for freaking ever to get home. JD, you have to share that with me. You know you have to email that to me. Awesome, Ashley. You know I will leave you a comment and tell you as soon as I watch it. So as soon as I get done here. So I got home from work, and the boys were here, and straightened out a little bit of stuff there, and ate a little bit, cleaned up a little bit, got out of my work clothes, and then I came in here. So, hey, Cindy, how are you? James is in the house. How are you, James? Welcome. You had your infusion today. Exactly. Wiped out for 2 days or so. Which one are you taking, Cindy? Do you take the Remicade or one of the others? Yeah, it's wiped out for a couple of days. It really, and to give you an idea, on top of the medication they give you, if you're not taking a daily, oh, there's my sis. If you're not taking a daily antihistamine for allergies, then y'all can imagine taking little pink Benadryl, right? And how groggy and sleepy it makes you, drowsy. That little pill is like 12 or 14 milligrams, I think. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but it's a very low dosage, okay? When you get these infusions, because they have to account for the possibility of reactions, allergic reactions, because it's so strong, they give you 50 milligrams of liquid Benadryl through your IV before they ever give you this medicine. So it's like a double whammy. Remicade, yeah, same thing I take. Yep, same thing I take. Come on, Bo. Come lay down, baby. Yeah, and it just, I mean, it's not, in the beginning, it made me really sick at my stomach and really yucky, and I don't know about you, Cindy, but after the first few times you do it, it doesn't make you feel sick, or me anyway. It just zaps every bit of energy I have. I sleep for 2 days. I get up long enough to go to the bathroom, maybe smoke a cigarette. Sometimes I don't even do that. I go to the bathroom, and usually somebody makes me eat a little bit. Somebody makes me have a cup of tea and something quick bite to eat, and then I go back to bed. It's just very draining. I gotta have you on Google. Oh, let me say hi to sis because she can't hear me. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Keller! I don't know if he will or not. Bo, you want to come say hi? You come say hi? Timmy? Timmy? Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. He wants to go OUT, and that's not happening because I can't keep up with him at the moment. So I promised him that after I get past this infusion, maybe Sunday afternoon, I'd take him on a slight hike. Oh, good, Cindy. I'm glad. So we have the same experience with it. I know. He is such a doll, you guys. He is so sweet and loving and extremely possessive. It's so funny because if Jade, which is Christy's dog, if I'm petting Jade, he will walk literally right between us and bump her out of the way. He's like, it's mama. And I have to get on to him. I fuss at him. I'm telling, I have 2 hands and 2 dogs, and I can pet you both, and you be nice. And he just looks at me, and he looks over at Jade like this, and he goes, and he sits down and lets me pet him. It's so funny. He's amazing, though. He is an amazing dog, and he knows that I'm not feeling well. He stays pretty close. You know, see him? He's right there. I mean, he stays pretty close. And earlier this morning and last night, I know I was walking, and I was a little bit wobbly because my knee is really bad, flared. And he came and walked up beside me, and he leaned into me like he was propping me up. It's like, I got you, Mom. I got you. He's just turned out to be an amazing dog. I got so incredibly blessed with him. Floating around the tube. I think the worst that I hate the worst, you know, the joints. And I don't know if it's the same for you, Cindy, but the joints, as long as you're still, they don't really hurt too bad. As long as you're still, you're not overworking them. But all the muscles that are attached to those joints to make them work right, I get the worst muscle cramps. Probably should take a muscle relaxer. They are, Brian, and he is an adorable dog. He is so sweet. But I get really horrible muscle cramps like here and down my arm, so trying to work this shoulder, and then in my calves with my knee. Lord have mercy. It's crazy. Yeah, see, I'm telling y'all, it's now once you get the Remicade, and I'm telling you, I get it Friday morning, and as bad as I'm hurting, and I'll be hurting worse by then, okay? But as badly as I'm hurting, I will come home and sleep, and by 7 that night, I'll be able to get up and move around more. And by 7 Saturday night, I won't have any pain. The pain will be gone. The swelling will be gone. And I'll be total relief for at least 6 weeks, at least. Sometimes 7. Just depending on what I do and being careful not to cause flares. It's crazy. It's just crazy how fast this stuff works. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I don't take anything at night to sleep unless it's a muscle relaxer. Like now, as I'm hurting, and I can feel this muscle is really bad. You can see it. It's even puffed up. It's just, oh, I need to take a muscle relaxer before it's too late, but I can't take it till I'm close to ready to get off here. You know, but I'm very blessed that I've been able to find a medication that works, because there's a lot of people that go through so many medications before they find one that works, or they never find one that really works. So I'm so grateful that this is actually the methotrexate that I started with, which is, I think from what I can tell, pretty standard for everybody. And 6.5 to 7. Yeah, that's about right. And then there are several others that they can try. And I am so blessed. The Remicade was the first one we tried, and it's been amazing for me. It has worked so well. It slowed down the damage. It's just amazing. And I'm so blessed. And I'm grateful that, you know, I'm still able to work. I'm grateful that I have a job with dang good insurance. And the Janssen, do you guys, Cindy, do you have the Janssen care plan to help you pay for yours, honey? because that's amazing. You know, that in and of itself is phenomenal blessing to me. Because honestly, I don't know that I could come up with $1,500 every 8 weeks. I don't think I could. You know, and what are your options? You know, you kind of need the medicine, but you can't afford it. And I am so blessed that I'm still able to work, that I still have a job. I have great insurance. I choose to focus on all of the good things. Yes, I'm in pain. Yes, I deal with this every day of my life. There is never a day that I'm not in pain except for the first 3 days after infusion. I have zero pain. And then it's just little aches and pains, but nothing you can't deal with, you know? So, it's just, oh, thanks, Allie, honeys. Yeah, so I choose to focus on the good things. I choose to be grateful for what's right in my life. You know, I tell everybody one of my favorite sayings, and I'm not 100% sure. Y'all can look this up if you want. Thank you, Heidi, honey. I love you, darlings. Yeah, me too, Brian. I want to say it was Benjamin Franklin that said it. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I know the quote is right. And he said, you know, when it really comes down to it, you will be as happy or as miserable as you allow yourself to be. So every day it's a conscious choice to get out of bed, even when it hurts. It's a conscious choice to put a smile on my face, even when I'm sad. It's a conscious choice to say, this person did that and it hurts like hell, but I refuse to let it stop me. And I would encourage all of you to really think about that. You're going to be as happy or as miserable as you allow yourself to be. You can choose to look at the positives and what's right in your life, or you can choose to focus on all the negative crap and bring yourself and everybody around you down. It's a choice. It's a conscious choice that sometimes you got to make every minute of every day. But it's so worth it, you guys. It is so, so worth it. What happened the first time I had to do the methotrexate shots? I had to do myself. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Your insurance covers all of it. That's awesome. By the time they figured out what was going on, there was so much damage. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of damage, both hands, my knee and my shoulder, my right knee and right shoulder. But, you know, I just, yeah, they're testing me for that, Cindy. And he said it looks like maybe in very mild, but not horrible yet. So, oh, I forget my Susan, my cat, sweetheart. She can't hear me. Oh, typing hurts, you guys. That's why I've been talking, but I need to type this for her. We're going to have to forgive the typos. Sam, you need to come up here with me. Mr. Sam Wise Goji is in the house. That's my little brother. You guys out, buddy. Say hi to my little bro. You need to come here and hang out with me. Yeah, he's taking the tests. He's going to run the final series of tests that he wanted to run for it this Friday. So I'll do the infusion and I'll go straight from the infusion. I think my mom is going to pick me up this time because I got a busy weekend and you know yourself, there's no way I could drive clean to Alvin. It's an hour and a half drive. And there's no way I can do it. So my mom, I think, is going to pick me up and she'll run me by the lab. I got to get my lab work done. Amen, sis. So I'm going to run those final tests for that. And then my mom's going to pick me up because I have a beautiful new nephew on the way. And my brother, my youngest brother, he lives up in Fort Worth area. they are coming down for her baby shower. And of course, they already have my niece, who is Ava, who is the biggest doll you've ever seen. So I wasn't going to be able to go to the shower. It's down in Dickinson, which would be almost a 2-hour drive from where I'm at. So mom says, well, why don't I just take you to your infusion and you just come stay here at the house with me? And, you know, you can ride with us. And if you needed to go lay down and take a nap, you can do that. If you need to rest, everybody understands, knows what you're going through. So that would be more than likely what I'm going to do so that I can go see my brother and my niece and help celebrate the upcoming birth of my nephew. And I'm so glad for that. All right, Sam, sounds good to me. Oh, Cindy, honey, my friends will tell you, Allie, more than once, Allie and JD have called me, a couple others. Well, I used to live 10 minutes from my doctor where I get my infusion. I used to live 10 minutes from there. I now live almost an hour from there. It's about, well, it's not that far mileage wise, but traffic wise, 45 minutes to an hour to get back here. And I have to stop and do labs, which adds to it. And then there's been more than once, and I'm so blessed and so grateful for my friends, Allie and JD, more than once, and a couple of others that call me on the phone and talk to me the entire way home. Make sure that I stay awake and alert. And if I get quiet, they say, you there? And I'm like, yep, I'm good. And it is such a blessing. It is such a blessing. Raw foods help everything. I love salads. I do eat a lot of raw veggies. I haven't here lately, which is kind of strange, and I don't know why. But I need to get right back. I need to get back to them. That's for sure. Oh, great. And then life sucks when you leave your water bottle all the way up there because you were standing up when you put it up there. Oh, hang on just a second. Oh. Sorry, y'all. Well, there went the cap, and I have a feeling there it's staying. Howie, hi, darling. I've missed you, honey. How are you? I know, Cindy. I know. Give me and Sam an invite so we can bug the crap out of you. Send mine to your email, Grizzly270. All right, babe. I'm sending it now. You go over here to my Yahoo. Compose. Okay, this one says Grizzly. I have you as Grizzlet with a T. Which one's right, Bubba? We're going to go with what you just gave me, Grizzly. That's what I'm going to go with. Oh. Y'all remember that? No Carol Burnett show? I'm so glad we had this time together just to share a drink and two. I love that show. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. That was always her closing. Y'all remember that? All right, Bubba. It's on its way. And Sam, I'm going to send yours too. I'm going to send it to your email. It'll just be waiting on you whenever you get run. All right, you guys. I am back. Sorry. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Oh, now you tell me. All right, hang on, Bubba. Hang on, Bubba. I can do that too. Oh, look at there. Bring you right up. It's on its way, Bubba. Oh, there's Jade. I hate that sis can't hear us. What's been going on, Howie? I haven't seen you in a while, sweetheart. Gonna go relax the nice warm. I hear you. Heat works, girlfriend. Have a great night, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. You too. You feel better, sweetie, because I understand. We'll have to hook up outside of here so we can talk about these things. Salmon? Did somebody say salmon? I don't like fish, but I think they're pretty. Just don't ask me to eat them. Oh, I love you too, Mop. Put up a slideshow on your channel and watching some bad guys. Awesome. I'm making so many typos and it irritates me.
There I am.
Look, it's my Bubba. Hi, Bubba.
How you doing, sis?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm alive and kicking barely. You know, I need to get some hearing aids. I can put these glasses on, but they don't help my hearing.
You need to tip your camera up a little bit. We're looking at your beard and instead of your face.
Well, that's what everybody wanted to see was my beard. They don't want to see my face.
Well,
okay.
I'm the sister, so I get to call Trump. I've missed you, Bubba. How have you been?
Pardon?
I've missed you. How have you been?
I've been alive. I tell you what, it's been a hectic spring so far, and it looks like it's going to get more hectic.
Yeah. But then, you know, what the hell else are we going to do?
Oh, God knows what we're going to do. You know what? I'm supposed to be on disability. I can't do much. I've got all these people that I used to build for over the years keep us saying, we got this little job. It ain't too much for you to do. And one or two of these jobs every few months ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I could turn this into a business, you know, into all this deal, but I can't keep up with it. You know, all the little tiny jobs, and there's good money in it, but let's not get into that.
Yeah, right. Riz JD says, good to see you, my brother.
Hey, JD. Yeah, it's good to see you. Know, hey, he is awesome. That guy's such a, and I got to tell you, sis, he just sent me this song that he did. Well, actually, he sent it about 5 or 6 days ago, and I haven't responded to it. But it's a cool love song, a really cool love song. Now, it's one of those songs that would not go good with my typical videos.
Right.
But I got a special video in mind to go with that love song that he sent me.
Oh,
And
that'd be awesome.
it won't be
So I can
my
hear it.
video. Pardon?
He needs to send it to me so I can hear it.
Oh man, it's a great one. He did a great job. But JD, while you're listening here, I have a request to send for you to do. I want you to send me some pictures of Allie. You know, some special times pictures of Allie. Just not a whole lot, just 2 or 3. But this love song that you sent, I got to put Allie in the picture, of course. And of course, my wife's going to be in it, my daughter and stuff like that. But that song was awesome, JD. And I just want clips. It's not going to be any video that I put with that song when I do it. I'm just going to do a video of that song showing different pictures. And of course, Allie has to be in it.
Of course she does.
Of course. She's awesome.
She is. She is awesome. She's an amazing lady.
Hi there, Brian.
Have a friend.
Oh, Freaky Geek's in here.
Love you, Cal.
There's Tessie.
Yeah, my sister's here. Look, Allie's saying, no. She does not like, I don't know why she doesn't like pictures of her, because she's absolutely beautiful. She is stunningly beautiful, and I don't know why she doesn't like pictures of her.
Okay, well, here's what I want to request. I understand that Allie doesn't like pictures of her, and that's cool. So here's what I want to request from the pictures from Allie: a sweet picture, sit on a park bench from the backside or something. You know, her silhouette. I mean, just something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Make it work for me. Whatever Allie is comfortable with, just make those pictures and make what's comfortable for her. It don't have to be a head-on face shot. You know, I understand some people just don't want their pictures on camera and different stuff. I don't know why. I mean, I think Allie's a beautiful woman, so I don't see why she would have anything to hide. But if she's comfortable with just the backside, you know, showing a silhouette of her head and shoulders and stuff, you know, sitting on a park bench, I think that'd be awesome.
You know what, Allie, would be really beautiful? Really, really beautiful. Go down by the shore and sit on one of the beaches that overlooks the water and just have somebody take a shot of you from the back at sunset. That would be a gorgeous picture.
Yeah, that would go really good with this song. It really would. I mean, I wish I knew how to, I used to be able to do it on other forums. How to stream directly into the music directly on in, because I have it on here. I mean, there's a way to stream it on in, you know. But if I do it through the mic recording on my mics, it comes out horrible.
Yeah, you'd have to probably run it through OBS. There's my little brother. Hey, little bro.
Yo, yo. Hey, CG. What's up, dude?
There's Tim. Hey, I love that hat with him. I want that hat. That is cool. I want that hat, Sam.
I'm thinking about getting it sewn on permanently, like a piece, like a wig. like a tube. Whoop.
Hey, keep the hat on. Never keep the hat. Don't take the hat off anymore. Okay, leave that. That looks good.
You guys see all the painting he's done on that? Hang on, let me put you up here on the screen, Sam. Look at that, guys. He's the one that's painted this thing. Look at that. Is that not amazing?
That's all right, I guess.
That is a cool mask.
I know. I couldn't do it. There's no way I could do that.
I gotta do this next. There's gonna be wings on the back with some kind of pagan symbol in there.
Hey, Tim.
Usually I come on camera with him held up, but I forgot. I said
it.
Damn, I forgot. What's up, everybody?
Well, when you're on camera with me, Sam, that hat is ideal. I mean that hey, you and me look like we could be blood related now.
I feel a little better though.
Oh, you'll be happy to know I did get a ball cap. So I actually have a ball cap now. Because the last time we were over on Sam's and he said everybody on the panel had to have a hat. And I said, well, I guess I ain't coming because I didn't have a hat. But somebody gave me a ball cap the other day.
Can you buy a hat that day at the flea market we were at?
I did, and a certain lovely critter had fun with it.
Oh, Bow Dog.
Nope. It was all good though. It wasn't intentional. It was in my back on my back seat, and I didn't realize it. And before we got Bo, and I had taken Jade with me and Christy, and we'd gone out for some stuff. We were running around, and I just didn't even. I forgot it was back there, and her nails caught on it, but it wasn't her fault. She didn't intentionally tear it up. She just got caught. You know, no big deal.
Hey, Grizz, have you seen my kangaroo hat?
Seen what?
My kangaroo hat?
No, I ain't seen it.
Oh, it's even better than this one. Let me go get it.
Oh, the Aussie hat.
Yeah, it's from Australia.
It's actually a kangaroo skin, hide, whatever you want to call it. Tim's World is in the house. Hello, Tim. Love you, Bob. Ooh, I bet you got a bunch. Tessie, make sure you say out again for me, okay? Lots and lots of hugs.
Hurry up, Sam, because Mother Nature's calling.
And some calls you just can't afford to ignore.
And by the way, while we take this brief intermission here, I just want to say, I know she ain't in here, that Lee ain't in here, but I want to say thank you for her Natty Ice promotion that she did with me today. That was an awesome video.
Cool.
I was here the whole time.
Okay, let's see it, Sam. Oh, that is awesome.
Isn't that cute?
That is so cool.
Guess where I got it from?
I know.
Okay.
Where?
Salvation Army for $3.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, man, it was brand new. They had about 5 or 10 of them hanging up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I gotta get that.
Y'all excuse me one second. Ashley, I love you. Sweet dreams, honey. Everybody say goodnight to Ashley.
Good night, Ashley.
Hey, good night, Ashley. Good seeing you again.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay.
No, that hat is awesome there, Sam. I love that.
Yeah, I don't wear it too often, only on camera. I mean, only when I'm on a stream.
Hey, I'll be right back, folks. I got to go take a leak. Don't ask me why I have to put the glasses on for this.
I'm not touching that one.
I bet it's not to see the trees and the leaves.
Hey, Bob, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't see you come in, sweetheart. How are ya? Okay, can you entertain everybody for just a minute while I go make some tea so I can take my meds?
Yeah, I reckon.
Y'all give me just about, it takes 3 minutes to make a cup of tea, you guys. I'll be right back, but I really need to take my meds and I need some tea. Hey, I'll be right back.
So how's everybody doing?
There you go.
As soon as I get here, Ashley leaves. My Scottish queen. Damn it. You blew it, Sam. Susan. Hey, Pat. Everybody good? I tell you what, it was so nice here in Philly today. It got up to 76, 72 maybe, something like that. Miss Tessie, it was nice today, huh? Whew, very nice out. We were outside half the afternoon, soaking up the sun. Well, hey, Molly, I'm working on quitting smoking. Golly, guys, it is the hardest thing. I'm not doing the patch this time. I got the gum, but I've had this right here is probably my fourth or fifth cigarette today, and I got one more. And I'm not buying packs. I'm just buying. We call them Lucy's, like singles around here. Oh. You know what, Brian? I haven't smoked in since about January, the end of January. And hey, Grizz, I muted you because I think your phone was ringing. You got to unmute it. Grizz, you're muted. Can you hear me? You're muted. Your phone was ringing. Or something was ringing. But yeah, Brian, I haven't smoked pot in a few months now. There's really no reason. I just ran out and haven't got any more. And I use it nowadays only to sleep. A few weeks ago, somebody gave me a vaporizer with pretty strong CBD oil in it, and that was cool. So I puffed on that for about 5 or 10 minutes, and it was the good. This shit they sell in smoke shops a lot of times is, 30, 40 milligrams. That's garbage. Entry level for CBD's got to be like 150, and it goes up to 1,000 in some places. This was 350 or 450. I can't remember. It's pretty good, but I need to get some more smoke. PA's got medical marijuana now, and you go down to the city, and you get a card is $200 to see the doctor. Bullshit, and get a card. Then you got to pay for the smoke. But the thing is, in PA and a lot of other states, if you got a medical card, you're not allowed to own guns, and that's horseshit. So I don't know. I haven't got a card yet. CBD is pretty good. I just heard on Rogan's podcast today that a court of appeals in San Francisco said it remains on a Schedule 1 status. CBD, like, what the hell? Yeah, I have family in Colorado.
Not sure why, but I can't hear now.
Can everybody hear me? I think they can. They're typing. We can hear you, Grizz.
Just a sec. I got to do something differently because I can't hear anything now.
Oh, man, I screwed him up.
Okay, I'm going to hang up. I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay. Yeah, Brian, it's the same way here. I think it's bullshit. I don't know if it means shotguns or air guns or anything like that, or bows. I think you can still do all that. I think it's just the stuff like rifles and handguns in PA. I'm not sure though, but I don't want to give that up. I don't have any guns here, but I own guns. They're my buddy's gun safe, and I've been shooting since I was a kid, since I was 8 years old. I'm a veteran. I love guns. I love the target shoot. I'm not trying to give that up. That's our born rights. I think it's bullshit. It'll change eventually. It's just moving slower than we hoped for.
Okay, now I can hear.
So,
Me too.
Grizz, sorry about that, man. It was whenever you're on a phone or a tablet or whatever, it was ringing like it had a ringtone going off, like a song.
Yeah, I was on somebody else was trying to call me. Yeah, no problem there. It wasn't that. I understand muting the microphone. It's just the volume for the phone. It's like it was on regular phone and off the speakerphone part of it.
Right.
I just want to say, if you can't see the barrel of the gun, how do you expect to hit what you're aiming at?
Hold on. Say that again.
If you can't see the barrel of the gun, how do you expect to hit what you're aiming at? That's why I wear the glasses.
Well,
I think them glasses make you look sexy, so it's okay.
Grizz, if we were on my channel, I'd probably answer that, but I'm not going to say nothing now.
Some of us appreciate that, brother.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave that one alone. So I was talking about smoking, and I'm not on the patch, but I'm using the gum, my nicotine gum, a lot. And for some reason, the VA sent me 2 milligrams, and I wanted 4 milligrams, 2 milligram gum. So it's all right. It helps a lot, but I'm not buying packs right now. I'm only buying Gum Lucy singles. People.
I'll be real honest. At the moment, I'm pretty much sucking where it comes to my smoking because I am. Last few days, I've been smoking. Let's just leave it at that.
Well, when you can smoke anywhere you go, inside or outside, it makes it so much more. It does. Like when I go to my son's house, nobody smokes there. Nobody.
Yeah.
So it really is. It's so much easier for me not to smoke there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just chew my gum, and I'll be there for a few days and not smoke one cigarette, not even bring any. But as soon as I get here,
see, I never understood that people that can do that. If you can do that, then why the hell are you smoking? Seriously.
I don't know.
Because I have to go outside and smoke cigarette, even if nobody else there smokes. Man, I don't smoke near as much. But
by about two, go ahead, Grizz. Sorry.
If I could even go a night without smoking, I'd quit. But I gotta get up 2 or 3 times a night to have a cigarette.
Holy cow!
I used to be
get up quite that often. I don't get up at night. I can sleep through the night, but
I'm up and down all night.
I can go like Friday when my mom picks me up. You know, by the time I go to get my infusion, I have to be there at 10. So I'll smoke my last cigarette about 5-10 minutes till, and I probably won't have another one until 1:30, 2 o'clock before my mom gets there to pick me up, and then won't have another one till like 4:30, 5 o'clock when we get to her house.
Well, let's put it this way: with my smoking, it's so bad that I won't even roll the bag of tobacco and rolling papers into the bedroom with me, because in my sleep I will roll a cigarette and light it, and I have caught my bed on fire doing that.
Oh yeah, I got burn holes all over a few of my blankets. My ex,
I do not smoke in bed. I refuse to smoke in bed for that reason.
Oh, I smoke in bed a lot. I chain smoke in bed.
I roll them in my sleep. If I have it right there, I have to get up. I don't even keep my tobacco. Now, I'm not talking about a pack of cigarettes. I'm talking about this here. I won't even keep this in my bedroom because I will roll a cigarette in my sleep and light it and smoke it.
Well, I seen today you were rolling a cigarette while driving. I'm like, he's a bad man. I roll a hell of a joint.
And by the way, that's nothing really to be proud of.
No, hell yeah, it is. Are you crazy?
No. Anything to do with smoking, in my opinion, quite honestly, smoking is nothing to be proud of.
Well, I think you're right in a way, but also I think in another way, if you got like 20 or 30 years into it, you got to be proud of that some way. Like, you can't just, I don't know.
Well,
it's like, man, I've done this for a long time.
I'm happy to save a person a dime if I can teach them on how to roll a cigarette, but I'm happier yet if I can prevent a person from smoking or get them to quit.
Oh yeah. That's like people who don't smoke. I'm like, don't, and especially a lot of kids around here. I'm like,
especially kids, don't start. If I could go back, never have picked up that first one, knowing what I know. Exactly. Hey, Marcel, how are you? In the house at Connie and Brando at Mr. Mach 1. You sexy thing. How the heck are you?
Mach 1's my voice double.
He says, my wife always asks me if I remember the burning bed, so I better be nice. Hey, Pat, I started smoking when I was 12, and I'm 50, so I'm not far behind you, hon.
This year, I got 25. I started when I was 15, and I'll be 40 in July.
Well, I started smoking when I was in first grade.
Okay,
I was 15 years of age.
And you weren't the teacher, right? That's awesome. Grizz, do you ever smoke?
Grizz, I love you.
Grizz, do you ever smoke pot? Being where you're at?
I have smoked weed. I won't lie to you. I've smoked quite a bit of it in the past. Yeah, but I'm quite honestly, in the last 30 years, I probably only have had 5 or 6 hits, and I'm not opposed to it. But it's the time I did. Even when I was smoking it regular, it never was my thing. I mean, I always liked the alcohol. The alcohol has always been my high of choice.
Yeah. See, I'm the complete opposite. I never. The only time I really drank heavy was when I was in the service because we couldn't really do anything else. We did, but it was really hard. You had to be on leave, like we would go to Mexico or whatever, and then we could party. But it was so. I got caught once and almost got kicked out. Like I got stripped 3 ranks. It was bad. I got a field grade Article 15, which is like sort of like a felony in the Army. Yeah, it was bad, but they let me stay because I was good at what I did.
Well, keep in mind that in my day, when everybody was smoking weed and everything, nobody ever heard of CBD. Okay,
Right.
Everything was THC. You got that high, that stupid giggly laugh and the munchies and the paranoia and everything else. And I didn't really enjoy that much. That to me wasn't my thing. And that kind of has ruined it for me for the CBDs of the weed. And I have smoked some CBD weeds and it really does help. But just that stigma in my brain from what the THC did to me, it makes me really leery of smoking the stuff or using this. And CBDs are oils and smoke and stuff. They're fantastic. I understand that, but this paranoia that THC gave me has really changed it for me.
Well, here's the thing about that. There's two different strands, indica and sativa. And sativa gives people paranoia. It's high in CBD. But you can also just get CBD on its own, isolated. And it works the best when all the molecules are combined and you're smoking like THC, CBD. That's when everything works the best. But they figured out how to isolate everything. The weed game is a completely different game now. It's you don't even have to
I understand that, and I have smoked some of the CBD weed. I smoked it, and it has like 13 or 15% THC and 65% CBD. I smoked that, and quite honestly, I'll be frank, I liked it, but still, that stigma in my head from smoking the weed before the CBD was prominent on the stuff has created this stigma in my head that it just. The thought of it, I still get paranoid. Just the thought of it.
Howie says to harvest it 2 weeks early to get a high CBD.
That's not really true. It depends on the strain you're at.
Well, I mean,
Marky is in the house.
I grow a couple of plants every year.
Yeah.
Thinking and I'm talking about the CBD oils. I don't grow the stuff that's high with the THC. So that's good information to know. I do grow a couple of plants every year, thinking that, well, this is the year that I'm going to overcome this whole deal, and I'm going to start using it for my pains and aches and stuff. And what I do with the plants, I burn them. And not this way either. I end up putting them in a bonfire, and I just get rid of them and it's the same.
Hey, man, Brian.
I'm coming up to you in October, Grizz.
Here you go.
Here's the thing, though. You don't have to grow. You can grow hemp plants and get CBD. You don't even have to. And most CBDs or sativas are high in CBDs, which grow the best outside. But the thing is, you have to have a strand that already has CBD. Like if you have an indica strand that's low in CBD, it's not really going to do much if you pick it early, harvest it early. Like you don't want to do that. You want your buds to mature and your flowers to mature. Picking it early is, I don't know. I've kind of studied this and I've done it, but it's been a while, but I still remember a lot about it.
Yeah, Brian says if you want a high CBD, grow auto flower instead of photo.
Food forest, that's not true. You're thinking about DMT. CBD is found in hemp and cannabis.
No smoke, eat cookies. Then I'd be bigger in the house, Mock.
Hey, Mark, I agree with that. I mean, I've eaten some brownies. I mean, I tell you what.
Man, you should see.
Yeah, a walking zombie.
Yeah, I forget how to spell cannabis, but you should. I got recipe, man. You should see the butter I used to make. Real deal, and I'm not talking about putting seeds and stems and flowers in. There's a whole procedure, and I've done it as recent as last year. We made a batch, and they were good.
At the I-83 bridge test, that's where it's at. Howie says CBD can be found in my dog.
Leave that to food forest permaculture. I followed my dog around for 3 days, but I got it back.
My dog ate my stash, and we smoked this shit. Teaching tones.
Yes, you do, Brando. Brando says he prefers plants with high capsaicin, which are the peppers, and what makes the pepper burn.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, darling. I'm going to come look at your garden one day, Brando. I'm going to show up on your doorstep.
I've seen people, Brando, that snorted. Brando, I've seen people that snorted pure capsaicin crystals, like powder, whatever, they put a few lines down, snorted in both noses, and they put drops in their eyes, like on YouTube videos. It's absolutely insane. Like, how would you? Yeah, they were messed up for a while.
There you go, Tessie. I'll just come by and pick you up, and we'll go together. Gotta feed the chicken scratch. How you doing, Connie? How are you feeling, sweetheart? Never tried that, nor had a desire. You're not weird. That doesn't make you weird. Some people do, some people don't. Some people have, some people haven't. It's just
yeah.
I'm like Grizz. I tried it and I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not my thing. My choice was always the white powder.
Yeah.
You know, which is totally opposite effect of that, which is probably why.
I have a love affair with the booger sugar as well. My second or third wife. CZ, let me show you. Did I ever show you the tattoo on my leg? That is my tribute, and expresses my, how do I say this? My devotion to the holy cannabis.
I have to see this.
Just so happens I got shorts on tonight. I don't wear shorts too often, but let's see if I can get this on the screen.
When you were here with me.
Yeah, but well, I was hot there.
And it's hot here. It's hot now. It was 91 today. Ray, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you.
This is gonna be rough. Hold on, guys. Let me try to do this here. Tell me when you can see it, CJ.
Yep, I can see it. Here, hold on. Let me put the camera on. You told 2 seconds.
Can you
there
read
you go.
It?
Don't fear the reefer.
Don't fear the reefer.
Yep. Don't fear the reefer.
Here's my little piggy. It's one of my favorite tattoos.
How's your eagle doing?
I did.
How's your eagle doing?
I did the pig. See eagle this summer in about probably a month and a half. I'm getting him finished. Let's see if I can show it here.
Check that out, you guys. Is that not bad?
Oh man, I'm shaking my neck.
This is like wicked. Good though.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Yep, it's looking good.
It's a huge tattoo.
Bye, Mark. Love you.
I got him colored in last summer. My brother does it, but he lives in China, so I only get it worked on every now and then. Don't fear the reefer, guys.
Brando says, "Don't fear the reaper." I mean, we've had reaper, and it ain't happening again, Brando.
I would definitely do it again.
Not me.
I don't know if I don't. It sucked. I don't know if I fear it, but I had only because I had a way out with the milk. I mean, the milk was the best.
I will tell you, it's not so much the hot. Granted, it was hot as hell. Okay, but with the allergic reaction that I had to it, it's not worth me doing that to myself. It's just not. I loved the hot. I mean, I had fun with it. You know, it was a damn good pepper as far as once you get past that initial, holy crap. But then it was okay. But the way the reaction I had to it, it's not worth that for me. It's just not.
Man.
You can embrace the Reaper, Brando. We'll find something that doesn't make my eyes swell shut for me, okay? Think we can do that? Because I'm really going to come up there and see your garden one day. Sparky!
We got to organize another pepper challenge for this year somewhere. I want to come back to
I'll host it, but I ain't eating it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to eat it for sure. This year might be 2 of them.
So what's been going on with you, Ray? Ray, ain't seen you in a while, hon. And Miss Molly's still here.
Grizz, would you eat one of them Reapers or the new peppers?
Oh, I don't know if I would eat one like y'all did, but you know what? I would love to try it in some salsa and some sauerkraut and some different ways that I use hot foods. And I think I could use some Reapers in the stuff that I use because I love hot foods. But hey, I'm beyond this deal about these challenges about the how much sour I can take or cinnamon or how hot a food. So I'm beyond that. I'm getting up there in age, you know, folks, and I ain't got nothing to prove.
Yeah, I think it's funny though. It's fun. Sometimes I watch the video we did, and it's just It's so stupid. It's funny.
Oh yeah, I enjoy watching those videos. I enjoy seeing people doing that stuff. But for me, there was the time when I had it. I had to prove what I could take key wise, and I can take Apu's. I mean, if there's anyone that could do a Reaper challenge, it would be me. But with that said, I don't have nothing to prove to me, and I don't care about proving nothing to the world. I enjoy watching other people's entertainment, but I don't need to provide that type of entertainment because you know what? My hemorrhoids, tried it, and it really doesn't work. It doesn't cauterize them.
I'm trying to figure out what Brando says. I dare you, country girl. I'm trying to figure out what he's daring me to do. Because you know how I am, little bro.
That's how it starts.
How the heck do you think I ended up in a Reaper Pepper challenge in the first place?
That's how it all began.
Fun watching you guys do that Reaper challenge.
Thanks to my little brother over here.
Yeah, the one guy that whipped out.
Yeah, the one that made it less than 30 seconds.
We got to remove the seeds, and I get a head start. You know, I'm on these meds.
It really was, which is why we didn't swallow. Well, we didn't. Sparky swallowed. I was like, no. And we both tried to catch him, but it was just too late by the time we realized it. Was like, poor baby.
Well, the med thing was actually very true.
Bunch of bucked out.
I've seen the bottom.
Yeah.
And he can't handle a hot pepper.
Well, the thing is, I wanted to swallow it, and that was part of the deal. But then I thought about it. I'm like, man, we were leaving the next day to do shit, and then we were busy, we were traveling. It was awesome, but we were like every day, right, CG?
Yep.
We were moving every day, and I'm like, man, I don't want to mess my stomach up for this in the car. Like this ain't going, and I can't take my nerve meds. Anybody who takes gabapentin knows you can't take what do you call it, antacids or stuff like that 2 hours before or 2 hours after.
Oh, Sam, you know, that goes right along with what I was saying earlier. You don't have nothing to prove. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, you have nothing to prove.
And everybody that made such a big deal out of it because I wouldn't do a second pepper with Sparky. And I was like, okay, you guys realize that my eye is swelling shut. There's obviously an allergic reaction here. And, you know, my mama didn't raise but one fool, and he wasn't there that day.
But sis, we wanted to watch you suffer.
You did. My eye was killing me.
Yeah, but we wanted to watch you suffer more.
Her eye was, it was definitely messed up. You could, it was all, looked like she got popped, like she was boxing.
Hey, it was an awesome event. All three of you did awesome. It was a fantastic event. I mean, I watched that 3 or 5 times. I mean, it was an awesome event, y'all.
It really was a lot of fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a blast. It was so cool having Sam and Sparky both at my house. It was amazing. You know, we had a blast.
Sparky, this is
was that Rick's idea? Because, I mean, it was a great, whoever came up with that idea, I mean, it was great. And it was fantastic that y'all did it on our Rick's channel.
I think it started on one of my streams or one of the circus streams, and Rick said he was growing peppers. And I'm like, it's on. Who's in? I dare you. I'll do it. And then somehow it ended up being in Texas. I don't know, but it was, for me, I knew I was gonna not win. I knew, but I was playing it up and I was trying to make it funny for everybody, you know.
Bubba, JD says he sent you an email. Please read it when you get a chance. Or actually says, please read it, my friend, is what it says.
Yeah, I seen it, sis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's now I got a question to ask both of you. Do you plan on? Do the two plan on having another get together? Like Sam, are you planning on going down and seeing Sis again? You know, in Texas, or are you planning on going up and seeing JD? You know, I mean, are you guys trying to planning any kind of a vacation like that? Because that was awesome. The videos that you guys put on out before.
Yeah, it was fun. I miss it. It was fun. New Orleans, all that place.
That was a blast, wasn't it?
I loved it. I didn't want
to talked about it, and I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but a couple of things we've talked about was me flying up there he can pick me up. I definitely want to go see Tessie and Ken and Tim and all of them, and then maybe driving back to Texas together for a visit. So,
well, I want to go back to Texas and hang out with CG and Christy and do stuff down there, but I really want to go to Oregon.
I know. I keep threatening Bear Grizz. I keep telling him I'm coming.
Well, that's going to happen for you guys.
I would love it.
That's going to happen. You know, I do have to say this, though. I'm hoping that I can get this cabin built this year. And I want JD and Allie to be the first two to come to spin in their honeymoon suite. I want them to be the first two in it.
That'd be cool, man.
I don't need to be there, cabin. You can give me a tent and a sleeping bag. I'm good. But yeah, that's going to be awesome for them. That is going to be an amazing trip for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want y'all to come on out here.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah, I'm kind of grounded, so to speak, right now. I'm trying to pay stuff off and get stuff, done and work a little bit and this and that. So, but
it'll be the fall for me before I can do anything.
That's what I'm thinking. Like the end of the summer, probably the fall when it's not as hot. That's what I did last year, and it worked out good.
Well, you know what? There's always, if we can start planning that for next year. I mean, this year is going to be a really busy summer for me trying to get it, and I'm hoping to get a jump on the game for next year.
Yep.
But we can always start planning ahead for next year.
Yeah.
I sure can.
It's hard for me to plan ahead. I think I knew I was going to Texas maybe 2 weeks before I left.
Yeah, about that.
I don't even know if it was that long. It was just like, all right, I got this money now. I'm leaving. Let's go.
Yep.
Sam,
I'm
that
way. A cheap flight, and we were gone.
If I want to take a vacation, I'm not like many others. I can't plan 6 months ahead. I'm like you. It's like, okay, I'm going. We're doing it. So I totally understand that. So if you say to me 3 days ahead of time, say, hey, Grizz, I'm coming. That's cool. It worked for me. I totally get it.
Well, you know what I was thinking? My nieces want me to come to Montana next year around July, first part of July, or into March. They both have birthdays, and they said, we don't care. You need to be here for one of them. Well, it'd be really easy to take a 2-week vacation and swing by there and see you, and then fly out of there straight into Montana.
That would be awesome. You bet.
That would be an easy trip to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can work that on out. And I plan on I'm hoping to have this cabin built by this fall here.
And I would absolutely love to get to cook with Deanne too. I am so excited about that.
That'd be awesome.
Boy, you would eat good that weekend, wouldn't you?
Pardon?
You'd sure eat good that weekend between me and Deanna. You'd eat good.
Oh, man. Yeah, I would.
I have to bring what was the one that I showed you the recipe?
The following week.
I know what it is. I'll have to come up there and make you that eggplant parmesan.
Oh, man, yeah. I would love that. We're even talking about growing some of that this year. I haven't grown eggplant for a long time.
Oh, cool.
We're talking about planting some this year.
Yeah, that was that one. That was the one on my channel. It was the first recipe you ever asked me for, was the eggplant parm.
Yeah. Yeah, we still haven't tried making that yet.
It's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. It's labor intensive, but man, is it good. You can do it too. You could do the same thing, Grizz. You could substitute it with zucchini or squash. It would work just as well.
I've made it many times with eggplant. I can make it pretty good with the penis pasta. Yeah, get it? Cucumbers.
I ain't touching the penis pasta. I don't care what I ain't touching it.
It's just on the plate. It's just a bunch of penis noodles and a big eggplant with 2 meatballs hanging out.
I am intimately familiar with penis pasta, okay?
We ain't going there. No, sorry.
I left one of them. It was so funny because I kept one of the dry ones just to mess with him. And it was so funny because I left one sitting right by my computer where he could not miss it the first time he sat down. And he just looked at that. He said, "Oh man, you had to leave it." I said, "Yep."
I was jealous of it.
Wasn't it Mach 1 that sent you the peanut pasta?
Yes, it was.
I thought so.
Peanut pasta and a giant jar of peanut butter.
Yeah. And by the way, sis,
Mm-hmm.
you need to get a contract with one of the peanut butter companies eating peanut butter. You know, that was video you did last year. Oh man, I tell you what, it would go viral. I mean, you would be a peanut butter sensation.
I only eat Peter Pan peanut butter. Peter Pan creamy. That's what I eat. So,
well, you know what? They gotta contact you and for you to make. That was very awesome.
it was just peanut butter.
I'll be right back, guys.
It was just peanut butter, but I'll tell you what. Well, we won't even go there. I can't talk about this. This is probably an a video channel, so. But it was awesome. Let's just go say I spent some time afterwards in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. All kinds of things just popped up into the subject, huh? Mock started that too. Actually, it was on a lunch live. It was on one of my lunchtime chats before other people interfered. But yeah, and I was just sitting there eating peanut butter for lunch. I wasn't paying attention to nothing. I mean, we're talking, we're chatting, and I'm eating peanut butter, and Mock pops up on the channel, and I was like, "Oh my goodness." Allie says, "CG, after you ate that peanut butter, I needed a cigarette."
I tell you what,
I love you, Allie.
It could have been more of a turnout if she had stuck out her tongue and licked her ear.
Brando says, "Do what with peanut butter?" You know, somewhere, and I don't have a clue when, but I will tell y'all that video is still on my channel somewhere. It's one of my lunchtime chats.
Did it go viral?
I don't think so, but you know.
It should have.
Hi, Ruby.
Sis, you had to go into that video and clip that part on out and just make it short, put that out as a short video.
How to eat peanut butter video?
Yeah. You really put it on out there and do the tag search and the tag research. I'll bet you can make that video would go viral. Well, sis, did you see that other video I made a couple weeks ago that for me it went viral? I made a video that I didn't think would do anything. Why I don't watch Off Grid.
I loved that video, by the way. I absolutely loved that video.
That video went nuts. I got 20,000 views in the last 2 weeks.
Holy crap, really?
It's dropped down now to like 50 views a day, but for a bit there, I was getting like 1,000 views in an hour, it seems like.
Holy cow.
I mean, just think what you could do with that video. But that video went nuts. If you go back and look at it, I mean, it's like, why? Because, it was a funny video. It was a good video. It wasn't.
I laughed. I don't know what the fuss is all about either, Brando. I just was eating peanut butter off of a spoon. That's what I was doing.
Oh, it didn't look like you were just eating a peanut butter off of a spoon. It looked like a porno flick.
Oh, goodness. It was just peanut butter on a spoon. How are you, Ruby? I have to type for Susan.
Yeah, so you really do need to clip that part on out, and then maybe you would title it. What was it? That brand of peanut butter?
Peter Pan.
Okay, you need to title that video "How to Eat Peanut Butter." You know, or you just title that right. That video there would go viral. Seriously, on out, make a special video of it, and yeah, it would go places.
Oh my goodness! Did y'all see that?
Hello.
Y'all hear what he's saying?
Who, me?
No, Chris. He keeps telling me I need to go to the peanut butter live stream and just pull out just the section where I was eating the peanut butter and put it out on with a video of how to eat Peter Pan peanut butter, and it would go viral.
Well, you'd be a big star if you put peanut butter, penis noodles, and pickles all in the same video.
There you go, Sam.
It's called the triple P.
Man.
The triple P. The trifecta.
Oh, jeez.
I'll never forget that pickle stream. That was better than any of them, and that was old school. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. In fact, I think it was on yours.
That was on Kim's
Stream.
It was on Kim Fife the first time, I believe. I don't remember.
First time. No.
Did y'all see Kim's new video that he just put out? I got a kick out of it. It was awesome.
I didn't watch it. I saw the thumbnail about the new duck.
I haven't watched it.
I told him
I thought him and Miss Pam did a great job on that video.
Damn, it's right there. Come on. Wow.
Pat says, quit talking about food. I'm on a fast diet for a med procedure tomorrow. Oh, you're fasting. I'm sorry, Pat, honey. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'll have some tea for you, okay? Tea? It's just tea. Oh, my goodness. That's too funny. Bye, sis. Love you. You can go places.
I'll tell you what, CG, we did have a hell of a trip last fall.
Oh, my God. It was amazing. And we saw some amazing sights and went to some beautiful places, and we had a blast. I tell you, Sam and I, from the very second he stepped off that plane, we clicked. I mean, it was like I had grown up with him as my brother all my life. It was just perfect click. You know, there was never any awkward moment. There was never a time when either of us irritated each other. It was just absolutely perfect. It was like hanging out with my best friend.
Oh, you guys look like you were having a blast together too.
We did. I even fed him. Boy, did I feed him. He had Frank's for breakfast. He had the aquarium seafood. He had. It was an amazing trip. It really was. Like I said, the second he stepped off that plane, we clicked. Perfect.
Yeah, I got frozen somehow.
You're good too. You were losing some weight, dude.
What's that?
You were losing some weight, dude. You're looking awfully sexy.
Thank you. Thank you. I am. I'm trying.
You are. I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah, I got a lot to go. I gained 78 pounds in 2014 or 15. When I was at the VA, I was in a treatment program, and I gained a lot of weight, but I'm coming back down now.
Ooh, I've seen you guys. I've seen the before pictures. That man was, believe it or not, almost as hot as he is now.
Come on, who, me?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I was skinny for most of my life.
My last video I put on out, I did put a poll up there for y'all to take. Y'all make sure you take that poll, because I got one of these roosters that I'm renaming on out here, and I got Sam Wise named as one of the contestants on it. So y'all make sure you take that poll for me to name this rooster. And Andy, Andy is one of the guys that's on the poll too for that rooster. So.
Oh, well, you can get rid of him. You can get rid of him.
Get rid of Andy, huh?
I'll talk to you privately about that one, but there's probably some things you should know.
Well,
What the what?
But I'll talk to you
I don't.
privately. I'm not going to do that here. I'm not going to do it on live. I'll talk to you. Maybe we can hang out tomorrow evening on a Hangouts call or something.
So you're not getting married?
Like me and my Sam. That's one of my favorite. Hold on, let me put it on you so they can see it. One of my favorite pictures. That was at the airport. I was.
Yeah, when we first got there. Yeah.
Yep, right when he got to the airport. That was the very first picture.
That's funny.
Good night, Howie, honey. Love you, darling, and thank you so much for being here. Nope, I did not feed him any peanut butter while he was here. He had Frank's for breakfast, where he had eggs and hash browns and bacon and the banging biscuits. Man, they make the best biscuits there.
I probably put on
waffle. Yeah. And then we went to the aquarium. I don't remember what you had at the aquarium. I know we split some lobster fondue.
I don't remember either, but the Chinese place was off the chain, man. God, that place.
You had what? The orange beef, I think.
Yeah, I never had that before.
I had the General Tso's. Yeah.
I was blown away.
I'm telling you, that I fed that boy well, okay? And you know the funniest thing, everybody knows me that I cook, right? It's kind of one of the things I'm known for, right? And the funniest thing was we were together for 11 days, and the only thing I cooked for him was 2 scrambled eggs and a slice of toast.
Yep.
The whole time.
We spent a lot of money on food.
Wait a second, Sam. You guys went to a Chinese restaurant and you ordered beef. Did I hear that right?
Yeah. And let me tell you, whether it was dog, cat, kangaroo, it was banging, and I would eat it again.
You didn't order Chinese chicken.
No. Now, let me tell you, this is so I went to Texas.
I don't even want to hear it, Sam. You didn't order Chinese chicken. You didn't order the best meat that they had. You settled for ordering beef.
I did not see Chinese chicken on the menu, though. I have to say, I didn't see it on the menu.
Who does that?
Well, when I went in the back to use the restroom, they had a kennel full of hairless cats and chihuahuas right there.
I'll tell you, I had chicken.
Let me say this. I live like right outside of Philly. I live in Philly, okay? And I've been to Chinatown in Philly many, many, many times. And there is real deal Chinese restaurants down there. Not the fast food stuff. The sushi places, like top notch, Michelin star almost stuff. And New York City and DC and Baltimore. So I know about real Chinese and Japanese food. But this place, there's something about it. It was, I don't know.
Wasn't it?
It was good. And I'm like, damn, we're in Texas. How the hell is this here? It should be in a big city somewhere. Like Houston is a big city, but
I was gonna say hello. Houston's not small.
Yeah, it's just different though. The city of Houston is different compared to the city I'm used to. Like Houston was so spread out. There was only like a little metro section of buildings.
Yeah, downtown's not that big.
Philly, New York, the whole place is downtown. It's a giant metropolitan. But Houston the city limits were
There's kind of 2 different sections. You have downtown, which is where all the office buildings and the corporate offices and all that, and then just to the south of it, you have the medical center. So when you're looking there, you'll see 2 different skylines. And the medical center has a lot of the big towers and hospitals and all that stuff. But neither of them are that big. If I had to guess, I'd say downtown is probably not more than 10 blocks in one direction, maybe 12, 15 in the other.
Yeah, that in Philly or New York is like a small neighborhood, basically.
Yeah.
Small to medium neighborhood. But and even where I live, I'm in Westchester, which is, what was it, 9 miles? I think it's 9 or 10 miles outside of Philly, something like that. It's not far.
Right.
So it's not like you say West. Nobody knows Westchester. We just say Philly. It's Philly,
Yep. Hey, Christy. Christy Betts is in the house. Not my roommate, Christy, the other Christy.
I don't really like living here, but this is where I'm from.
I keep telling you, come south.
once you go and see the other places in the country and the world, like the only good thing about this place is you can walk everywhere and there's transportation everywhere, so it's easy to get around. But
No, Sam, you learn this with age. Forget about the walking. Get a moped, get a scooter, get a four-wheeler, get something, but forget about the
Segway.
walking.
well, let me tell you about my plans for the scooter club. Did I ever tell you about this? So we're gonna get colors and the vest and everything, and sort of like the Hells Angels or the Pagans. I know a bunch of Pagans. I used to, and we're gonna have me and Tony Bones are gonna start a scooter club. You know, you can have mopeds, scooters, but nothing over that. And we're gonna be called the Mosquitoes.
I love it. You
And-
bet. You need to start that mosquito club.
Yep, the Mosquitoes. We'll have I got a mosquito tattooed way up on my thigh, way up on my leg.
Yes,
And
he does.
We're gonna have a mosquito on the back with like a jacket riding a badass rat rod scooter. And the password's gonna be,
Hey, dude, you got to start building that rat rod scooter. I want to see that.
rat rods and bobbers are my favorite type of cars and bikes. You know, I'm not a big chopper person. I like the real old school ones, stripped down basic stuff. I don't like all this fancy bling stuff. It's not for me. But I love rat rods.
Oh,
You-
Allie, I love you, sweetheart. Thanks for being in. Mwah.
You
Hey,
can turn
Brad.
a scooter into a little trike.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Or I would love to have a old World War I or World War II bike with a sidecar on it. That'd be great.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I like full dressers too, or like gold wings. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Full
Well,
dressers.
you
Gotta
talking
go with.
about the big stuff. You talking about the big stuff there. I'm talking about the little scooters. Trike it out.
Yeah.
You know,
Now-
something like you go into Safeway. You go to Safeway or Thriftway, and they got those little scooter carts. Take one of those and trike it out.
Me and my little brother, when we were he was getting out, he was still in high school, and I just got out of the service, and we built he put it together, and then I helped him. We finished it. We had a mini bike, a real little mini bike, and we put hangers on it. We had big ape hangers on it, and we ride that sucker around. We had a clutch, a centrifugal clutch on it from I think it was from a lawnmower or something. It was screwed. It was pieced together, junked up, but man, we used to beat the snot out of it. Yeah. We had all kinds of go-karts. He used to race go-karts. You know, my whole family's into racing. Now, Grizz, I'm sure you know who Jimmy Spencer is, right? In NASCAR. He won the Daytona. That's my mom's cousin. Yeah, he's my mom's cousin. He won Daytona back in 91 or 90, I think, 92.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, my little brother used to be on his pit crew.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, he's like a doctor when it comes to mechanics. He went to the pit crew school in Tennessee and Nashville, and he got a full ride there. He won it's called VICA, all the competitions in the state, the regional, and the national. He won them all, smoked everybody, and got a full ride to the Nashville Diesel Auto College.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good
then
night, JD. Love you. JD and Allie are going to bed, you guys.
later, guys. So he worked
Allie's
for
going to bed.
he worked for Jimmy Spencer, and then when he graduated, he went to the outlaw circuits, the sprint cars. And I forget the dude's name, Kirk Menzer or Kirk something. He worked with for years. He was the crew chief. And dude, they got all kinds of points championships, and oh man, you should see all the stuff. But he's got a daughter now, so he doesn't tour anymore. He's not on the circuit. But yeah, man.
Well, they circuit up a lot now. I mean, you pretty much got to be a college graduate anymore these days to be on the circuit.
Yeah,
Even to be on the crew.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be. My dad's was in it. My grandfather had racehorses. They raced micro sprints, sprint cars. My uncles, everybody. I grew up with it. I was on pit crews too for a while when I was a kid. But nowadays, there's not a lot of crowd anymore. People don't show up. It's shrinking, man, big time. It's shrinking.
Yeah, well, that's because I think the stands are shrinking because the pit crews they're trying to bring the NASCAR and the Racing Cup and all the racing stuff. They're trying to bring it up to top dollar education level, and they're forgetting about, hey, you know, it's people like us that supported NASCAR and got them where they are. But well, put it this way, like Brad Keselowski, you know, his dad was, you know, he was one of the forerunners in NASCAR. People don't know it because he wasn't famous or anything. But Brad Keselowski, he came up through the hoops the hard way. You know, yeah, he did race for Dale Jr., you know, Junior Motorsport. But he worked his way on up there through, you know, not because of money. He raced his way up there.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, it seems like just about every racer on out there, well, it was all money involvement and not the people like Brad's dad that just put all the hard work and labor into building teams and racing and just doing what they love. And they're turning NASCAR and racing on into $5 educated super.
Yeah.
Big Steve in the house. Hi, darling. I haven't seen you in forever. How are you, hon?
No, Grizz, I've been to Daytona, or I've been to Daytona once. I've been in Dover 2 or 3 times. I think twice. And once I was in the boxes for it. Which wasn't really cool, but I grew up with Formula One, the Indy series. And my grandfather was really good friends with Mario Andretti. He used to live around.
Oh, wow,
here.
cool.
Yeah, my dad got all these pictures of us. Like, I was a kid, and we're there in these pictures with Mario Andretti. I'm like 2, 3 years old, back in the 70s and 80s. But they were friends from like the 50s, man. Yeah, my grandfather was pretty common around here.
You know, Sam, if you were here the first weekend in November, I could take you to Texas Motor Speedway for the Sprint Car Nationals. And I could literally park you inside the oval with all access passes to the garages, the pits, and be standing on pit row with the drivers for the national anthem.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome, Sam.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I've never been to the Texas Motor Speedway. I mean, like I said, I grew up with that stuff. I'm not a huge.
It's like the rest of them. You just keep making a left, you'll get there.
I love dirt tracks, sprint cars, micros, quarter midgets. They call them micro midgets. The Outlaw series, I love. That's real racing to me. I love it. But I'm not a huge NASCAR person. It's all right. I don't really watch it. My thing is drag racing. I love drag racing.
I love NASCAR, but it ain't what it was 20 years ago and earlier. 20 years ago, I think it started going downhill. But I still love it.
It's fun to be on the stage. You know, I got the biggest kick, and I have to say this. I was there the night that Trace Atkins was performing, which was phenomenal because I'm like backstage with Trace Atkins. And then you get right up in front of the stage. You know, those people that you always see and you wonder how they get there. Yeah, that's how you get there. So I'm right in front of the stage with him. But my favorite part of the whole thing was getting to parade out there with the soldiers carrying the flag, to be able to stand on that field with them shoulder to shoulder and salute that flag was phenomenal for me. It was my favorite part of the whole thing. Every time it is.
Yeah, shit like that is awesome. Let me tell you real quick. So you guys know I was a sound engineer for like 15 years. I talked about it a lot before. And I toured all over, and I did many, many national acts and all kinds of stuff. But the first concert I ever went to, I think I was 10. I don't know. I was young. My dad took me and my brother to see you guys remember the old band Sha Na Na? You ever hear them back in the 70s and 80s?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They opened for the Doobie Brothers, and I was blown away. I think it was at the Spectrum. I'm not sure, Philly. The Spectrum's gone now, but so that was the first concert I ever went to, and I was hooked. I was blown away. Well, oh man, probably 20 some years later, let's see, I was probably 32 or 33. I was working at the Grand Opera House in Wilmington, and the Doobie Brothers played, and I was on the sound crew. I didn't mix them. They got their own sound guys, their own engineers. But I met all the band. I'm hanging with them in the green room. We got tour shirts, crew shirts, and pictures with them, and I told them, I'm like, you guys, this was the first show I ever seen was the Doobie Brothers. And now I'm standing on stage while they're playing, to a sold out crowd. It was pretty amazing.
Man, Sam, in so many ways, I wish I could have changed my childhood and those years with you. But the reality is, for me, I mean, I can't. Y'all don't know me really, for real. I am a recluse. I mean, I really am a hermit. I can't.
That's why I have to come to you.
But I dream about being out there with the NASCAR like you guys, and being with the country singers and the Doobie Brothers, the pop rock. You know, I had so many dreams. I can't do it. You know, quite honestly. I mean, this is the largest crowd right here. This is what I feel comfortable with. You know, what? I don't know how many people are in here, 15, 20 people. I don't know. This is the way that I can stand a crowd this way. But you don't know how much I have dreamed to be able to go to a NASCAR race. And even if somebody said, here's airline tickets, here's your motel room, and here's the tickets to get in the race, I couldn't do it, you know, quite honestly. But man, it's so awesome what you guys are telling me. I mean, I just have the dreams of that shit, and I can't do it.
Well, let me say this. It's so crazy you say that, because for me, at this stage in my life, it's the opposite. I dream of having a piece of land, and
me too.
kind of, I don't want to say reclusing, but kind of having my own deal going on. I build my own house, like I build house, you know, do my own thing. And
quiet place without a lot of people in the country where I can listen to the chickens and the water running.
Dude, I worked, like I said, 15 years on tour, sometimes 5-6 nights a week in clubs and bars and theaters, sometimes in the stadiums. It does wherever. I mean, every week we'd be on the road, and I'd come back.
If you're willing to make sacrifices, it's really not difficult to do what I've done. And I could be a lot further along than I had if it hadn't been for medical bills. And we won't even go into that. But you know what? I got into this place here for $1,000 down. I bought the place for $30,000, bare land, and I camped on it for 3 years.
Yeah,
so
that's what yeah.
Y'all can achieve the dreams. It's just a matter of what sacrifice are you willing to make.
Well, here's my thing. I'm able to do that now. I'm on the payroll. Okay, so for the rest of my life, I'm taken care of. Not through SSD or anything, through the VA. You know, I'm a connected disabled veteran. So, but my son lives half an hour away from me in Delaware, Newcastle, and he goes to a serious school down there. And we sort of committed into the school till 8th grade. So we got like 4 or 5 more years until I can really pick up and move somewhere else. So that's my plan, man. I'm trying to get a piece of property, and I got the VA loans. It's not hard. It wouldn't be hard at all to do it, you know.
But Sam, listen to me real close to the part. Whether it be down in Texas or Pennsylvania or up north in Minnesota or Maine or out here in the West in Oregon, you know, Nevada, you know, Idaho, kind of start looking around what your dreams are and buy that land now and buy it while you can for it's cheap.
Oh, I already started.
Bare strip land and make up plans to say, hey, you know what? I'll have this much into it already, and you can buy it. You can buy land in certain places for a low price.
Oh yeah,
you're in that situation where you can do this.
You can get acreage for $500 an acre in some places. To this day, you can still get acres in some places for like $500 an acre. To this day.
Yeah, I think you can get it cheaper. So you start looking now, and you get that land wrapped up now, because you know what? In 5 years from now, it might be 3 times that price. It might be 5 times that price.
Yeah.
Start looking.
I started looking last summer, and I was looking at West Texas, like El Paso area, New Mexico, maybe Nevada, Colorado. I got family in Colorado Springs. My uncle, my cousins live there. Or Oregon, like you know, out west area, northwest, somewhere. I want to be in a legal state, first of all, you know, for sure. And I'm trying to find a legal state that doesn't have very many building restrictions. And that's kind of difficult right now. They're out there.
Okay, yeah, but that part's changing fast. So whatever you find out on building restrictions, don't expect it to be that way when you move there, period. So the only way to beat that is get it built down now, do something now, and get it grandfathered in, basically.
Yeah.
And you might not be in a situation to be able to do that. So,
Well,
but times change. You know, that's not about state, by the way. That's not by state, but the state. The state actually does not control what building codes are for the counties. Okay, states say, okay, if you're going to have a building code, this is the basic minimum that you got to have for a building code. However, in your state, your local government, you know, your county can say, hey, you know what? No, we're not doing building codes. We're not even going there. And people don't understand that. People think that it's government controlling our lives, you know, big government controlling our lives. No, it's your local government that is changing things. So, and it's local, you know, as people move into these small communities and the small counties where there's no population and there is no building codes or building departments, as more and more people go into it, it creates a demand for building department because people do stuff that they shouldn't do. You know, then it creates a damn demand, and all these people that moved on in there, all of a sudden they say, hey, we need government to protect us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so,
well,
if you want to beat it, you got to get grandfathered in before it happens. But in the next, I expect in the next 5 to 10 years, there's not going to be any place in the United States where you can just go on in without a building department.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's getting there, but there's a lot of places left where you don't have to do anything as long as you don't build a permanent structure.
Right, but keep in mind, 20 years ago, we had a wide massive area where I
Whoops, there he goes. I love talking to Grizz. Every uh-oh. What the hell happened?
For Hangouts.
There I am.
Wow, what was that?
I don't know. I got kicked off again for some reason.
I know it flashed. It went bloom, bloom, error, and then put us right back on here. And I was like, what the hell?
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah. So, did your friend come over?
No, but I'll talk to you about that privately. I don't want to.
Oh man.
All right, then. We just did it again.
I don't know what
it's really strange.
Hmm.
You said,
know.
can I ask it, Susan?
I don't know if it's my end or what.
I don't think so, because it's doing it mine. I mean, my whole screen goes black and it says error, and then it flashes back and puts us right back in the call.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's a Google thing.
It's acting weird tonight. It's freezing here and there too.
It's weird.
I don't know.
I'm waiting to see if she's going to let me ask you, Brando.
How's Bodog doing?
He is amazing. He's probably laying down with Jade in the front room at the moment. He is such an incredible dog. I can't wait for you to meet him.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I want a dog so bad.
He is amazing, babe. He is so well trained. You know, we're learning tricks. He'll catch a frisbee, he'll catch a ball, he can throw his treats. He can throw his treats up in the air and he'll jump in the air and catch them. But he listens, he minds. I just tell
Okay, am I here?
Yeah, I see you. We lost the CG. Here she is.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, it just did it again to me. It just blinks out and comes back.
Yeah. Well, that was those parts that I have on my in my Hangouts.
Pat says there's a guy on his YouTube with 100 acres paying $270 a year in property taxes.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap. What's that? That would be $2.70 an acre. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
When I was researching it, I found places for like $10, $11 a year per acre. Some of them were 10 acres, might be $80 or something, $50. They're out there. There's no, some of them don't have road access or no water, no electricity, So you got to think about all that. There's ways around it though for now, but
there are.
Yeah, if you don't, water access is a huge factor, and if you don't have water access, you better have a very reasonable alternative.
Yep, for sure.
A catchment system or a way to the water store.
You can't count so much on a water catchment. You need something that's more dependable than the water catchment, because that's kind of like water catchment. Depending on where you're at, it's kind of like the dry farmers, back in the mid 40s.
Well, if you're in Seattle, when it rains 350 days out of the year, you're okay. But if you live in Arizona, that's not feasible.
Well, not only that, if you're in that rains, say 200 days out of the year, you still have those drought years.
Yeah.
So you have to plan for a drought year. Oh, there she goes again.
I'm still here.
Well, Sam, what can we do to mess up her channel now?
Oh, I could think of a lot of things.
Oh, boy, we could have fun right now.
Who's to say I wasn't just having fun?
Oh, too late. She's back. We got to stop that stuff.
Okay, we'll try this again. It made me 3 times. It locked me all the way back out. I had to sign into my own chat. Okay. So,
Sis, I keep on bouncing you out, but you keep on coming back. What's up with that?
It's because I'm like a rubber ball. You throw me and I just come back time and again. So, Brando,
like
when you kiss, do you taste like peppers? I have to know, Brando. Oh, that's awesome, Pat.
Brando has Reaper toothpaste.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, Sam, put it this way. I'm in an area where right up that skid road, right on up that way, I got a year-round creek that runs on down here. It's never dried up. Right. I have a well down here at the bottom of the hill. I'm in a situation where I think I got all the water in the world. I mean, my well produces my well down here, even though it's only 30 feet deep, it produces over 5,000 gallons a day.
Wow!
And then I got this year-round creek. But you know what? The realities is I have to face realities. It can all dry up.
Yeah. Now, do you have an injection pump in the well?
Pardon?
Do you have an injection pump down in the well?
I had a jet pump. I mean, a submersible pump in the well. It's a shallow well, and I did not have very good luck with my submersible pumps. I switched over to a jet pump. I haven't put $5. I'm limited on my on what I can spend. So, I gone to Home Depot and Lowe's and got my pumps that I've got. And quite honestly, you get a pump at Home Depot or Lowe's, either one, and that's a good. It will last you for 5 or 6, maybe 7 years. Right. And they're not like old school, pump that's going to last you 20 and 30 years.
Right.
Something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I put a bunch of them in irrigation systems when I was younger. So I know a little bit about it.
With old plastic boxes and rubber, I'm guessing is what she meant. There's no ER on it, but Grizz,
I think it was new. I seen some of your videos. I think it was you. I seen your videos about your well and your water supply. Wasn't that? Didn't you do some videos about that, or was that Idaho Hillbilly?
No, yeah, I did.
Okay.
And with my creek supply that I have out here, which has never gone dry, not to say that it can't, but with that creek that I don't need electricity. I don't need a pump. It is gravity flow coming on in the place. That's
Right.
not my main water. That's not my main water source, but it is the water source that I use. I use that when the power does go on out. I use it when for various reasons, and I use it for irrigating the garden. So I don't have to pay for the electricity to run the pump and all that, and put extra burden on the pump, not the well. The well can handle anything that I can pump out of it, but the expense that it takes to produce that kind of water, well, that's another issue.
Right. Now, do you have solar or wind? Lyra?
No, I've been thinking about getting some solar panels per se. But if I'm going to do anything as far as generating my own power, it's going to be hydraulics. It's going to be water powered. I won't necessarily go with a big expensive solar system. I would go with the hydropower.
Yeah.
But if I do that, which maybe I've done that already, I won't say.
Right.
But that's something that I won't ever do on YouTube, because it is illegal here to harness water for those purposes.
No shit. My mom, years ago, when she bought her new house, about 8 years ago, I guess, the whole backside of her roof is all solar. And she spent big money on it. I think the system altogether was, I don't know, maybe 50 grand or something. But the thing is, it pays for itself now. And once a quarter, I forget what there's a name for it. There's a special name for it. But the leftover electricity that this unit produces, the power company actually buys it back from her. And it's so weird how they do it, though. They still charge her for her kilowatts per hour, like whatever it is. She still gets an electric bill, and she pays it every month. But every quarter, it's like a dividend almost. But it's another name. They buy back all this.
But over the years, if you really follow that closely, that reduces that dividend. There's much more to it than that. As time goes on, whether it be kilowatt hours that they'll buy even though the price of kilowatt hours goes up, the price that they're paying out back in return goes down. Yeah, so you have a lot that way. There's the maintenance on the equipment. I used to really be into the solar, and even though I didn't get into it, remember the big custom homes that I used to build? And believe me, I built many full-blown custom homes with huge massive solar systems and stuff. And they were spending, 20 years ago, they were spending $60,000, $80,000 on the solar system.
Yeah.
And what has happened, and I see this happening still ongoing today on the solar systems, is these people that are getting wrapped up with the power companies and putting in a solar system, thinking that they're going to sell back. What happens is you still have to maintain your solar system. The power companies pay you less and less back on what you're producing for them, and you still have to maintain your solar system. And at the end of, like, say 20 years, your solar system is dead. You have to completely replace it and start all over again. I used to think that it was a huge money saver, that the power companies, they'd buy this all back and it would all pay for itself. And 20 years from now, I'd have my solar system all paid for, and from here on out, I wouldn't have a solar bill. I wouldn't have a power bill.
Right.
It's not working out that way. It's not working out that way at all. You got to do further research into that. Don't trust that stuff.
Well, it's crazy the way they do it. And Sparky's right. They produce more than they use, but in a city environment, you have to be coded. You have to be hooked up to a power company service, and it's the way they trap you. Like, okay, you want to get solar, go ahead, but you're still going to pay your monthly bill, and we'll buy it from you. And
which is crazy. Yeah, it's
stupid. Like my mom doesn't even have to have a power service. She could power a whole house and probably the neighbor's house on all the wattage she got. I don't know what it is. I forget. But they
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, but
They won't let her do it.
that's not the whole deal, Sam. You can create enough electricity that you would be able to supply yourself around the clock. But if
Yeah.
you don't have the battery bank in order to support it, for around the clock, it doesn't do any good. That's why you want to be hooked up to the grid. So when you're selling all the excess power, but you're buying it back at nighttime. So if you're a nighttime person that's just going to be using all the power that nighttime when you're not producing,
Right.
And that's where they got it. I mean, there's a whole lot more to it.
Exactly right. That's where they get her. It's crazy. I'm like, why? Where's the battery bank? Why would you? It's this big thing that goes. I don't even know how to explain it. It goes right back into the grid. Like, well, that doesn't make any sense. What's the point of having it?
Well,
Make money on it?
They buy it from you for 10 cents on the dollar, and they sell it to you for $1 for the dollar. It's not a balancing. Don't quote me on those numbers, but it's not a balancing act. They're coming out. The power companies are coming out ahead on it.
Yeah. Well, you figure like here in Houston, okay, because we are non-regulated, whatever. So you can have a regulated. So I may buy power from Frontier Utilities, who is actually leasing the line from CenterPoint. So I'm paying them, they're paying them, and then they're catching all the money, and they're the ones getting rich. The rest of us are just kind of floating along.
Yeah.
Because they don't even own the lines. They're just leasing the lines and the power. So they're basically buying it and reselling it to you.
Yeah, they're paying an expense on maintaining the lines that they don't even own, and then they're charging you for maintaining that lines that they don't even own. So there's 3 fees on the expense on those lines.
Yeah, it's a racket, man. Babylon, it's a racket. So,
well, I'm not saying this to badmouth the power companies. I mean, not everybody wants to supply their own power. There is a huge demand for people that just say, hey, you know what? You supply me the power, I'll pay the bill. And I had no problem with that. That's not what it's about at all. But, for people to get this pipe dream of I'm going to go off the grid, I'm going to have this cheap expense. I mean, in 10, 15, 20 years, I'll have it paid for. And from there on out, I got free power. No, that's not the way it works.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. I've been up here for 2.5 hours, and I want a cigarette. So if y'all want to keep talking, y'all keep talking, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right,
here, sis, I'm rolling one for you right now.
Okay, so y'all talk for a couple minutes, and I'm going to go have a cigarette. I'll pull y'all up on my phone and take you with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen.
Hey, Sam, let's party.
I'm already partying. I'll just put a nicotine gum in. I'm crazy. Look out.
Well, speaking of partying, Sam, you're on your own. You got to entertain the troops. I'll be right back because I need to get another one of these.
Okay.
Plus, being that I'm putting on the glasses, you also know what else I got to do.
Oh Lord, he's aiming down. He's aiming down the barrel. 18 during larger trees cut also. That's cool, Susan. Yeah, eventually one day I'll have land. It's not going to be for a few years, but I've been looking, seeing what's going on out there. I don't know if I want to live in the U.S. though, to be honest. I've thought about moving to Thailand or Mexico. People say Mexico, and they're like, oh, no. I've been to Mexico many times. You just got to know where to go and how to handle yourself. I mean, you can get into trouble anywhere, but Mexico is a good place. There's just bad places there, that's all. Same as the U.S., same as anywhere. So, I don't know.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a fan? You can shake it, you can squeeze it, you can beat it on the wall, but it's got to go in your pants before that last drop will fall.
Nice. Never heard that one.
Now you have. And so has Country Girl. I presume she heard.
She said she's listening on her phone. I guess she stopped smoking inside, which is good. Or in her room.
Pardon?
I don't know. I guess she stopped smoking inside, which is good.
Yeah. That's something I need to stop doing too.
Yeah, I'm so bad about it. I guess I smoke anywhere I go except when I go to my son's house. Even at work, it's a hookah shop. We smoke everything. Everybody smokes there. It's tobacco all night. You know?
I refuse to go anywhere where I can't smoke.
Yeah, it's hard. They still have international flights to some airlines that you can smoke on. I didn't
Really?
know that. Till
Well, international maybe, but I don't fly. I don't even fly, let alone international.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can get some flights in the U.S. that are long flights. There's a smoking section. It's like all the way in the back. I don't know how they do it. I've never seen it these days, but I've heard about it, and there's definitely flights where you can smoke on still. Which I think that's. I don't know what airline or what flights, but
if I ever find myself in a position where I got to fly somewhere, then I'll definitely look into that. But I don't expect I'll ever travel ever again any further than 50 miles away from down here.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
See, I can't stand being still. I've been still here for a while, and I get the itch. I gotta go. I gotta travel. You know.
I would love to do some traveling. I'm limited. Sitting for an hour. Even that's too much.
Yeah. It can be exhausting traveling, but I just love it. I don't know. I've been on the road since I was 17 and basically haven't stopped since. You know. I mean, I got my own apartment, but I still travel all over the place.
Well, working the construction, my most of my life has been about travel.
Yeah.
I mean, I've built in Gillette, Wyoming, and Arkansas, and Louisiana, and Texas, and California, and Oregon, and Washington, and Texas, and Idaho, Alaska, Washington. I mean, I've built. My whole life has been about travel.
Right.
But I'm at that point where my physical capabilities of travel are very limited, and it doesn't seem that way. Y'all, I know y'all see me as this person that's still somewhat healthy and mobile and stuff, but trust me, I mean, I can't sit for long periods of time. I can't lay for long periods of time.
Oh, listen, man, I know all about it. I just got an MRI results back. I had it 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's a VA. I get 1 or 2 a year, and my back's getting worse. I mean, S1, L5, and L4 I got 9 bad ones altogether, but those 3 are real bad. And what's happening now is they're sliding out so much and slipping that the spinal cord valley or whatever, the hole in the middle of your disc where the cord actually goes through, the discs are moving out, and it's causing somehow that valley to narrow. It's pinching. So it's gonna cut. It's gonna it could cause me to go paralyzed almost on the legs down or whatever. It's getting worse and worse. So
yeah,
I have 3 or 4 doctors. I think there's 3 right now that are all like, you got to get the surgery done. You got to do this. I'm like, man, I don't really want to, but it's got to happen soon. So I'm just waiting for the neurosurgeon to call me and schedule the appointment.
They keep on wanting to cut on me. I won't let them do it. I've heard too many horror stories about people that, having surgeries and afterwards, saying, hey, no, don't do it. Don't do it. And by the way, I want to respond to Christy Beth. She says, about my cancer, I haven't used it yet. Had the granddaughter all day. I want to respond to that. I have a pressure cooker too, and I use it all the time. But you know what? She hits back when I put the pressure on her to cook.
Oh yeah. That was funny. Yeah, but Grizz, I'm being pretty. For the past couple years, I've been pressured a lot to get the surgery done, and lately I'm like, man, after this last MRI, I'm like, all right, let's go consult with the neurosurgeon and see what they want to do. I don't know what they want to do yet, but they want to. It's getting bad where I got to fix something, and I keep pushing myself. I keep pushing myself and standing for 8 hours at work overnight and running back and forth and lifting and doing yard work with the landlord, and it's getting worse and worse. I'm like, I can't do this, but kind of happen.
Damn. Before you go through with it, do a whole bunch of research, dude. I'm telling you. Do a whole bunch of research. People that have had the surgeries and look at the percentages both ways on it. I mean, look it all over before you make that decision. Because you know what? What you haven't done, you can't take it back. But you have the opportunity to look into it big time right now. And I know it's uncomfortable. I know it sucks. I understand that. But understand that what you haven't done, you can't take it back.
No.
You say hi to Sam?
I've been dealing with it for 12 years now. Hey, Bo dog.
Isn't he beautiful?
Yeah.
He's spoiled. I don't know who did that.
That looks like Mexican food.
Hey, you stick to Chinese.
That looks like taco meat to me.
You stick to Chinese there, mister.
Burrito.
This one, baby.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. That's funny. Well, Grizz, CG, I'm thinking about the role.
Well,
yeah, I'm getting close to getting out of here too, sis.
I'm thinking the same. I got to get him taken care of and me taken care of. 1,000 miles, sis. Oh my gosh. Oh. So anyway, I think so too. It has been absolutely a blast chatting with my big brother and my little brother. It's been a blast, guys. And I'll talk to both of you tomorrow sometime. We'll do a Hangouts call or something, and we can talk. It's been a rough weekend. It's been pretty rough. So, but you guys made me smile, and y'all helped me laugh. So it's been amazing. I love you guys both so much.
Love you too.
We'll get you later, sis.
Mwah, both of you. And everybody out there, you guys, I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and hanging out with my brothers over here. You guys are amazing. I really do have the best subs on the planet. I really do. And I love every one of you. So y'all have a great night, hun.
All right, everybody. Uncle Grizz, I'll see you next time, bud. It's always great talking to you, man.
Okay.
All right, have a good night, guys.
I'm trying to figure out how to hang up now.
It's the red button.
Oh, there it is.
I'm later.
Bye, Bubba.
I found it. See you all later.
Bye, hon. Bye, everybody. Good night, hon. Good night, Sparky. Love you. And Christy and Brando. You can hit me up on Hangouts if you want, Brando. I'll be up a little while and just take care of him and do a couple little things. But I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Sybil, it was really great to see you, darling. Hope everything is well for you, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye, everybody.